We are here today to talk about how to enrich yourself and make a lot of money. If that's your goal, watch this video until the end because I'm sure it will add a lot of value to your financial life. Bob Proctor once made a profound reflection on life. If we analyze it well, life is ephemeral because it's something fleeting. Therefore, you need to make the most of it. If you look closely, depending on the circumstances, life could be faster than normal. On average, people live up to 75 years, but that's not much time. If we reflect, we'll have 75 summers, 75 winters, 75 springs, and 75 autumns. A small mistake in your life could take away 2 seasons or even more. And that's very concerning, don't you think? For example, 99% of people live in what we call the rat race. They work, accumulate debts, and when it's time to pay their expenses, they realize they don't have enough money. So they resort to credit cards and get stuck in this infinite loop for their entire lives. These are small mistakes that make people lose track of time around them because they're focused on paying off those debts while simultaneously accruing more. In the absence of money, they use credit cards, which give them purchasing autonomy even without money. Due to this, most of us go from summer to summer without realizing that we're not just losing money, but also our precious time of life. If you want to learn more about wealth creation and the law of attraction, I suggest that when you finish this video, you look into Bob Proctor. Surely he has excellent knowledge to share. Once he talked about paradigms, stating that there are 2 major factors that shape our society economically. The first is taught and the second is developed. If we analyze it, more than 60% of the population will be satisfied with the minimum wage and won't try to evolve professionally. And you? What do you intend to do? Just settle for the minimum wage? Is that enough? I believe not. So if you can achieve more, then strive for more. Discover new ways to earn more money. In a book Bob Proctor wrote, he refers to them as worker bees, those who only want a minimum wage and have no ambition to grow in life. Why does he call these people worker bees? Because worker bees work hard, give their all, and in the end it's the queen who gets everything. Similarly, it's like that for most people too. They work tirelessly, sweat, and give their best no matter how hard they try. They'll always end up with the same amount of money at the end of the month. The employer, like the queen bee, keeps the rest. Why does this happen? It happens for a fundamental reason that we've been taught since childhood, because the paradigms taught to these people were go to school, and when you get to school they teach you that you need to study, get good grades, pass each year, go to college, find a good job, work for 30 years, and then retire. Schools still teach this way today, and it seems like it will never change. Schools teach about many things you'll never need in life, but the most important thing, which is how to make money, how to start a business, how to have a positive mindset, is never taught in school. So, if you want to learn to be rich, you have to learn this outside of school. The problem is that our mindset is already formed by high school. Yes, that mindset of being an employee for life and then retiring. You need to break this barrier if you want to be free. Here on my channel alone, there are over 30 videos where I talk about having a wealthy mindset in entrepreneurship and making money. So, it's important for you to subscribe to my channel. I'm always sharing good ideas here. Well, we talked about the first paradigm, right? But that's not the only one. So, here's the second paradigm. Due to various situations in our lives, like extreme difficulty or a financial situation that left us totally traumatized, Bob Proctor used an extreme example that will make you reflect a lot on your finances and how you spend your money. Imagine you're feeling unwell and you go to the doctor and he says you need an urgent test, but the test is very expensive and you don't have enough money. So, you decide to borrow money from a family member. After this happens, the vast majority of people would develop a strong and determined mindset. This determination, along with a strong mindset, will lead them to the second paradigm. The idea that money grows on trees might sound funny to some people. What do you think about it? Because in the financial sector, that's exactly how it works. There's something called the wealth mindset, and this seed isn't just any seed. It's our money habits. Leave a comment saying, "I want the money tree." When I see this comment, I'll give it a heart because I know you'll have several money trees in your life. For example, if we take a practically healthy seed and don't water it, eventually it will die, right? The same will happen with your money. If you take the money and use it in any way, you'll end up without it. But if you take the same seed, plant it, and take care of it, after a few years, this seed will grow into a big tree, and you'll enjoy its fruits and the cool shade it produces. Now think about it. If you treat your money the same way, because all the money you receive is a seed, you choose whether to invest that money, you'd be planting the seed, or if you choose to spend the seed, in this case you'd be spending all your money. If you develop good habits and know how to control this money, you'll have a more promising future because your mindset will evolve. And so you'll evolve and always strive for more. It's the paradigm of evolution I mentioned earlier. Think about it for a moment. Imagine you're hungry and you have a corn kernel in your hand, and you have the power to choose. If you eat this corn kernel, you'll alleviate your hunger, but tomorrow you'll be hungry again. But if you decide to plant this corn kernel, it will grow and give you an ear of corn with approximately 600 kernels. And once again, you can choose whether to eat the seed or plant it. If you eat the seed, tomorrow you'll be hungry again. But what if you decide to plant this entire ear? Now imagine this. You'll have a plantation with approximately 300 corn stalks, already accounting for the margin of error, and these 300 corn stalks will produce again, and you'll harvest approximately 180,000 corn kernels, and so on. Do you understand the power that investment holds? And you started with just one seed. Remember, every dollar you take, every dollar you earn is like a corn kernel, and it's up to you whether you eat the seed or invest it to make it grow. In the consumerist world we live in, people aren't educated to learn how to invest, only to earn and spend. But with money, first you earn, then you invest, then you save, then you spend. Notice that money has 5 levels, and we ignore the 3 middle levels and only focus on the 2 extremes, which are earning and spending. I could spend hours just talking about this. Bob Proctor used the phrase seed of wealth as a metaphor that highlights the concept of long-term investment and financial growth. Just like a seed planted in the soil requires care, patience, and time to grow and bear fruit, the same principle applies to money and investments. By investing an initial amount of money in productive assets like stocks, real estate, or investments in yourself through education and personal development, you're planting the seed of wealth. Over time, this seed has the potential to grow and generate significant results. Just as a plant needs water, sunlight, and constant care to grow healthy, your investments also require attention and careful management. Diversifying your investments, keeping an eye on the financial market, and adjusting your strategy as needed are crucial aspects to ensure the continuous growth of your seed of wealth. Now let's talk about something important. Tell me, what's your dream, and what's stopping you from achieving it? Have you heard about the law of attraction? Know that everything you deeply desire also desires to be with you. But in life, there are 2 choices that most people aren't prepared for. The first is to wait for it to happen or to make it happen. Will you wait for your dream to simply happen, or will you make it happen? My advice is, don't wait for things to fall into your lap. Don't let opportunities pass you by. Go after your dreams and pursue your goals. The late Bob Proctor considers financial evolution to be stability, strategy, and comfort. The first seed to achieve success and financial stability is closely linked to our tranquility. The feeling of security and peace of mind that comes with financial stability is invaluable. However, to successfully plant this seed, it's essential to prepare the financial ground to be fertile. This includes facing debts head-on that may be compromising this stability. The consequences of debts can really shake a person's tranquility. We wish you success and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then.